Hi, hello. This morning we're doing the exercise number 5 from our group, and I'm going to erase here the number 5 here. There you go. So again, this is the page 207 from the book. The group is epilepsy, and this is where the theory is. Okay, so let's read what it says, the text. Okay, 5. Intractable focal epilepsy. So the first thing we have to do is we have to find the keywords. So we go here to a list of keywords. We have intractable, we have focal, and we have epilepsy. Here are the 3 keywords. Now, the main thing is to identify which is the main condition or the noun. As we did in the previous video, the noun would be epilepsy, because these intractable and focal are just descriptions of the main condition, which is epilepsy. So we have epilepsy. Let me try one that writes epilepsy. Okay, that's the main condition. So in the theory, we have already explained that once we see the word epilepsy, we have to go to the first row. You see epilepsy here, so our first code would be G40, and we just have to find the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th character. Okay, how do we do that? By finding a path that combines all the keywords. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to epilepsy first in the index, then we're going to try to intractable first, and then try to find focal. If we can't do that, then we go to epilepsy first, then we go to focal, and then we go to intractable and see if we can do either way. The path that has the most keywords, that's probably the path that we need to find the code. So Stephanie's going to do that, and I'm going to explain what she's doing while she is with the book. So let's start with the first path. The first path will be go to the index, right? And then you go to epilepsy. So start with the index and then go to the E.
For epilepsy.
Right.
Right.
And our first keyword is intractable, right? So did you find epilepsy?
Yep.
Right there.
Right here.
And then let's find intractable.
Wait, first they're going down this column. Then go to this next column.
Right
then
there.
we go to intractable.
Where is it? You found it? Right.
Right
Okay.
here.
Now, underneath intractable as a subcategory, there are only 2 conditions. With status epilepticus and without status epilepticus, right?
Right.
None of those are in our text, so I don't think they're valuable for us here. So the only thing that we have is G40.919, right? So let's write that code here as a first approximation. Here it is, G40.919. It is written here already. Okay, now let's try the other way. Let's gonna go first to epilepsy and then focal, which is the second keyword. We go to epilepsy, right?
Yep, right
and
here.
Then
we go to
focal.
Focal, but we go down from this column to this column. This is focal.
Focal. You see? And there you see C, epilepsy, localization related, symptomatic, with simple partial seizures. A whole lot of instructions. So we're going to follow that. So the first thing is localization related, right? So
right.
Where do you go?
We go way down from this column.
There.
We go localization related.
Related, right?
Right.
And then?
Then we go to symptomatic.
Because it says right here symptomatic, right? Let's review again. You see, it says symptomatic there. So we go to symptomatic, right?
Right.
And then?
Then we go to with simple partial seizures.
Why? Because it says right here, simple partial seizures. You see, all these instructions are just from focal. And from that, we get what?
Intractable.
We get two choices, intractable and not intractable. And since one of the key words that we have is intractable, I think that's our code, right?
Right.
So the code would be G40.119.
Right.
Right? So let's write that here.
G40.119.
Okay? Now let's review what we've done so far. The first thing that we did is right here. We went to the index, then we went to epilepsy, and they went to intractable, which is one of our keywords, and we couldn't go any further. So the code that we get here is G40.919. So that wasn't that good. So the second path we went to the index, we went to epilepsy, and from there we went to focal. And from there we have a lot of instructions. C. You're gonna help me with this, Steph. LR is
localization related.
Localization related. S is
symptomatic.
Symptomatic, and SPS
is with simple partial seizures.
Simple partial seizures. So all these instructions, we're gonna find them, right? And after we find that, we also see that there is a subdivision for intractable. So that's our code. And the code is G40.119, which Stephanie just wrote here, G40.199. All right. Now we're just gonna check it in the tabular. We start with G40, right?
Right. Here we go. G40.
And then 1, right?
Right. 0.1.
0.1. Where's 0.1?
Here we go.
Which is what?
Localization related focal partial symptomatic epilepsy and epileptic syndromes with simple partial seizures.
So we have the focal right there, right? From our keywords, right? And then there's another one, right?
Right. There is this one. The localization related focal partial symptomatic epilepsy and epileptic syndromes with simple partial seizures intractable.
Right. We have our two keywords, focal and intractable, right?
Right.
Now, why is the last character 9?
It's almost the same, but this is added without status epilepticus.
Because in the text, we don't find a status epilepticus. So if we don't find a status epilepticus, that's without a status epilepticus, right?
Right.
So that's our code, right? G40.119. And then we check with the book, and it's intractable focal epilepsy, and it's G40.119, which is the correct code. Okay, just one more second to explain to you our website here. This is our website that we're introducing it with this exercise, and with all the future videos, we're going to start and we're going to end with this website. You can go there for an up-to-date news about ICD-10, a lot of links to the best ICD-10 websites, and also a link to these videos here. Okay, so this is the website, and you're welcome to visit. Thank you.